Clear cases are a great way to protect your phone while still showing its color and design. The problem with most clear cases though is that over time they tend to lose their clarity, and some will even start to discolor, usually with a yellowish tint, and this just doesn't look good. Now this is where Apple's clear case comes in. This is a high quality, MagSafe compatible clear case that will not only protect your phone, but will also stay clear and not discolor over time. But it does come at a price. So the question is it worth it? As always, I will leave all the purchase links in the description. The clear case from Apple is available for all iPhone 13 and previous iPhone 12 models, which are all priced at $49. Now this is quite a hefty price, so let's see what you get for the money. Starting off with the unboxing, we have classic clean Apple packaging, and I particularly like this render on the front. Looks very neat. On the back, we have a familiar green pull tab to open, and on the inside, we find the usual paperwork as well as the case itself, just like we saw with other Apple cases. By the way, I have reviewed Apple's leather and silicone cases as well, which I will leave linked in the description. It is nice to see no plastic being used in the packaging, well, aside from the case, of course. Let me know in the comments, have you used any of Apple's cases? If so, which is your favorite? Let's take a closer look at the case itself. First impressions, holding the case in my hand, it definitely feels sturdy, more so than other clear cases that I've tried. In fact, as you can see, there's only minimal flex in the case itself. Not all plastic is made the same, and from what I can see here, this definitely feels like a high quality product. Now, what stands out in terms of the case's design is this white ring that we get on the back. Now, this is used to house the MagSafe magnets, making the case compatible with your MagSafe charger or MagSafe accessories such as a wallet. Now, on the back here, this will feel flush with the case, but on the inside, you can actually feel this ring if you move your finger over it. And then on the inside, we also have the Designed by Apple in California branding, which I think is a nice touch. Now, as for the design itself, I have heard mixed opinions. Personally, myself, I don't really mind it. From a design perspective, I can understand that Apple would rather embrace the MagSafe and make it more apparent than sort of try to cover it up or make it as seamless as possible. Either way, on a clear case, it's going to be hard to incorporate MagSafe and do it in a very subtle way. Alright, let's go ahead and put the case on the phone here. So just like with Apple's other cases, what we're going to do is drop the phone in on the left side and then push in from the right. And as you can see, we get that MagSafe animation on screen. Now, while this serves no practical function, it does always look cool. And then once the case is on the phone, it instantly snaps into place firmly, just like with Apple's other cases. Of course, you would expect a case designed by Apple for the Apple iPhone to fit very well. Looking at the side profile of the case, I would say that it actually adds minimal bulk to the phone. In terms of thickness, it is comparable to Apple's silicone as well as their leather case. And then of course, the biggest benefit with using a clear case is being able to showcase your phone's design as well as the color. Now, of course, being a clear case means that the design will work well with any color of iPhone, though of course the darker the color of your phone, the greater the contrast will be between the color of the phone and then that white ring. So you can see with my dark midnight iPhone, there's really stark contrast between the two, and I happen to like that. I actually think the ring looks better as it stands out more. As for the feel in the hand, I would say the case feels very sturdy and solid. Though one thing I will say, if you are looking for a case that provides grip, this is not it. The clear plastic, I would say, is almost just as slippery as the glass on the phone. So if you are looking for more grip, I would recommend Apple's leather or especially their silicone case. Let's look at some of the features that the case provides. So first of all, we do get raised edges, both by the camera lenses as well as the edges of the display. Now, this is a feature that I always look for in any case. And what this will mean is both your screen as well as your camera lenses will be protected when being placed flat on a surface. Now, do bear in mind that the raised edge by the camera lens will create a slight bit of wobble when typing on a table, though I wouldn't say this is worse when compared to not having a case on your phone. And then taking a closer look at the bottom of the case, you can see that unlike with Apple's other cases, they've decided to keep this entirely open. Now this is a pro as well as a con. Of course, from one side, the Lightning port as well as the speaker unit and microphone will be easy to access, but at the same time, it does leave this bottom area more susceptible to damage in the long run. Personally, I would have preferred it if Apple had just kept this closed like they do on their other cases. To give you an example, I actually have the leather case here, and you can see that the bottom is closed, providing that full 360-degree protection going all the way around. On the side of the case, we can see that the mute toggle is kept open, so this will be easy to access. And then in terms of the buttons, they are made of plastic. In fact, the same plastic that the case is made of, and what this will mean is that they do require a little bit more force to press. For example, compared to Apple's leather case, which uses buttons that move separately from the case, will mean they retain that tactile and easy to click feeling, where you do kind of lose that on the clear case, requiring just a bit more force and feeling just a little bit more mushy when pressing. Now let's talk about fingerprints. Now these will definitely show, especially if you have a darker model iPhone like I do. You can see here with the midnight version, they are quite apparent. Now what I've basically been doing between every clip is wiping the case down with this cleaning cloth to make sure it looks good. But if you are bothered by seeing those fingerprints, this is definitely something to bear in mind. So far, I've been using the case every day for just about a week now, and in that time, I've seen no signs of wear or any kind of damage as I would expect. I would say the biggest selling point of this case would have to be the fact that it will not discolor over time, and thus sets it apart from your average $10 clear case. Also, having MagSafe compatibility built in will let you use your chargers and other MagSafe accessories. If you are someone who has used clear cases in the past but are bothered by the fact that they tend to lose their color and clarity over time, then I do think this case is worth it. Yes, the asking price is steep, but there is a level of quality that you get here that is simply hard to find anywhere else. This case looks good, retains MagSafe compatibility, and will definitely protect your phone from average day-to-day wear. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, I will leave all the purchase links down in the description. If you haven't seen them yet, I highly recommend watching my review on Apple's silicone as well as their leather case, in case you're interested in comparing them to the clear case. Thanks again for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video.